Hey there, happy Wednesday. I'm Karen Yankovich, and I'm excited to be here chatting with you today. So we're trying something a little bit new today. So we are live on my Facebook business page, my Facebook group, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So if you were watching this live, I'm happy to take your questions, and we're gonna, maybe we can do a little brainstorming. Otherwise, leave your questions, and I can respond to them afterwards, which we will absolutely do as well. So what I wanted to do today is talk a little bit about the show that we did this week for Good Girls Get Rich, and that was how to use LinkedIn to make a leap towards your entrepreneurial vision. In other words, how to leave your day job. And it's a topic that I get asked about a lot. Those of you that are in like Facebook groups and things like that, there's so many people always saying like, how do I, what do I do? I really, especially now, right? It's, summer 2021, right? Summer 2021. It's summer 2021. And so many people are facing going back to their office or back to, more in-person work. And what I'm hearing is a lot of people that, are not really wanting to do what they used to be doing, right? And they've had a little bit of more time because they haven't been commuting. So it's put more hours in our day, right? The pandemic has done a lot of crazy things for us on all areas. But one of the things it has done is it's given us a little bit more time, right? We're not commuting. So, many of you started side gigs, right? Maybe you're coaching, or maybe you've got a therapy practice, or maybe you're teaching yoga, right? Whatever that might look like for you. So we can use, so now when you're faced at, okay, like, and I get it, like you can't always just say I'm leaving and I'm going to go sit on a mountaintop, right? Or go teach from a mountaintop. I couldn't do that. And this was a part of my journey, right? I worked full time when I started this business, and I did that for a lot of years, and until it got crazy, until it got too crazy. But one of the couple things that I did that helped me when the transition time came was I took the time, and you can do the same thing, took the time ahead of time before I took the leap. I really created the brand of Karen Yankovich, the brand of She's Linked Up and Good Girls Get Rich, right? I really took some time to do that, because those are kinds of things that you can be doing now. Because I know time is the issue when you're working full time and trying to create a business, right? Time is definitely an issue. So one of the things you can do is you can start to create the brand. Who is it that you want to be seen as? How do you want to be seen? And of course, I think that happens on LinkedIn, right? Your LinkedIn profile really is where your personal brand lives online. The next thing you can really do is understand that you have to really maximize your time. You have to really, if there's ever been a time for time management, it's now, because I wish I could be sitting here telling you that I have a magic wand and that you're not going to need to, work a million hours to do this, but you probably are going to work more hours than you used to working, or certainly that you want to work in the beginning, right? You're going to be working, if you're working full time, you're trying to run a side business, and it's a lot, right? It's a lot. And I know that, and I get that. And it's going to be a lot for you. But here's the thing, it's the beginning of your path to it not being a lot. It's the beginning of the path to your freedom, to more peace in your life, to more flexibility in your hours, right? If you work for yourself, you create your hours. So, just understand and give yourself a little bit of grace that this period in your life there's going to be a lot of work. This is not the time for thinking that you're going to just wave a magic wand and it's going to happen. And we know that's going to happen. And, the last thing I want to mention, and I talked about all this on the podcast this week, which you certainly can check out as well. It's KarenYankovich.com/166 gets you to the show. The other thing that I want to mention is, don't think that because you are starting a new business that you have to start from the bottom. And this is something that is a conversation that I have a lot. So I really want you to hear this. Hardly anybody that I talk to is just graduating high school with no experience, right? If you are 30, 40, 50, 60, you have years of experience. Maybe you have just gotten your coaching certification, or maybe you just got certified as a therapist, or whatever it is you're looking to do. That doesn't mean you haven't been coaching or doing these things for all those years, right? Most people, as they go through the seasons of their life, you get more clarity on what you're good at, more clarity on where you want to spend your time, right? So you probably have lots of experience, even if you're just starting out. So be sure that you're not starting out with, again, back to step 2, which is the time problem, right? You don't want to start out with something that's a $12 offer that's going to take you 20, like you have to sell a million of them to make any money to be able to leave your job. It's never going to happen. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Flip that. Go for the higher ticket opportunities. What do you sell that's $5,000 or $10,000? And if you're not sure what that is, you can, join us in our Facebook group, and I can help you. Hold on, I'm going to show you the group. I can help you, find that. We create, we work with the people we work with in our She's Linked Up program. The first thing we do is sit down with them. The very first thing we do is say, okay, let's figure out what your big offer is, because LinkedIn is the place for big offers. We're happy to help you do that in this Facebook group as well, by the way, if you ask. So don't be afraid to go for the higher ticket stuff first. When I was still working in corporate, I kind of had no choice but to do that, because I just didn't have the time to be able to do the work, that I had to outsource a lot of the work. And when you outsource it, right, if I'm paying $1, I can't charge $1.10. I had to charge $2. So I came into the market at a higher price point than I might have if I had a lot of time, right? And but in hindsight, it was the right price point. It was the right thing to do. Because then when I did leave my full-time job, I didn't need to outsource as much, and I immediately stepped into a bigger income. So understand that just stepping into the role of an entrepreneur doesn't mean you have to start at $12 programs. You can still start at $5,000 or $10,000 packages, $50,000 packages. We've got, in my She's Linked Up program, 2 out of the last, I haven't talked to anybody today, but yesterday and the day before, I was talking to students who, just landed like a $50,000, $60,000 corporate opportunity. Those are there for you too. I know it, and I'm happy to help you find that. Again, LinkedInforWomenCommunity.com is our Facebook group. We can certainly help you there. Or if you're interested, just jump on a call. KarenYankovich.com/call, get you on our calendar. And we can chat a little bit about what this high ticket offer might look like for you, and if LinkedIn is the place to market it and to establish your brand so that you can leave your corporate job. So if this resonates with you, check out the podcast. KarenYankovich.com/166 is the podcast. And, I'm here if you have any questions. I will be back here again real soon. Take care, everyone.